We are from the Textile Institute Ichalkaranji, which is on the border of Karnataka. Myself and Professor Gulji, both are in textiles for last 30 years. We have been doing a projects, consultancy work, and along with the implementation of government schemes for both Maharashtra and Karnataka also. In Mysore mega cluster, a large project of textiles is consulted by us only. And I would like to specially tell you that we both, Mr. Manjunath and myself, even though we are in Ichalkaranji, our origin is Karnataka. I want to tell the strength of Karnataka in textiles. If we look at the cotton production, cotton goods are now costliest on the earth because cotton is most comfortable material and fiber. The largest quantity of cotton production of very good quality is in Karnataka only. As compared to Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, good quality cotton is in Karnataka only. But now the government of Karnataka is taking a very good initiative that cotton of Karnataka should not go out as a raw material. All the cotton should be converted into yarn and fabric and final garment. So there will be 1 kg of cotton will be value added to 500 to 700 rupees per kg of cotton. Now, million tons of cotton is produced in Karnataka and it is going to Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, Gujarat, and so there is this generation is very lucky that world over there is a trend for king cotton. Cotton fabrics are more comfortable in any atmosphere. So many, there is a huge scope for entrepreneurship in Karnataka state. Now, earlier Gujarat has taken initiative so that cotton will not go out of Gujarat. Similarly, Karnataka government also recently has taken initiative and they are doing pilot projects, parks, and also various schemes of government of Karnataka are highly useful. So that we are actually supporting about 40 to 50 textile projects on the border of, in the district of Belgaum, some in Mysore, some around Bangalore, all in textiles. So what we feel that the cotton, strength of cotton is highest in the country of India in Karnataka. So you are lucky that you have huge scope. If we look at the tragedy of other countries which are great in textiles, say Bangladesh, Korea, Thailand, Malaysia, there is no cotton product. So they do not have strength of raw material and this state has got strength of raw material. So at least many millions of people can come into this business. They will be benefited if all the cotton produced in Karnataka is consumed in Karnataka and it is converted into final goods. And its excellent example is like a Bangalore. Bangalore has got a largest export potential in woven fabric. In terms of value addition, it is more than the Tirupur, Mumbai, Delhi, because they are based on the knitted fabrics and others, but woven fabric and finest fabric are made from only from cotton from Karnataka state. So what I want to tell is that in this near future, this whole state of Karnataka can take the advantage of their raw material strength, and this strength no other state is having, because the only difference is the quantity of cotton and the finest cotton is produced only in Karnataka. So, and in textiles we can start from smallest project. One stitching machine is hardly 10,000 to 20,000 rupees. we can start our business, we can stitch the bags, say the bags which are eco-friendly, cotton bags. From Ichalganji, many girl students, they have started this business, they are producing bags. It is supplied to Mumbai, some big person, and it is being exported continuously to various countries because they want eco-friendly cotton bags. So any person, even a single person with small amount in the textile business can be started, while there are other applications, other projects also. Then ginning, spinning, therein we require more and more investment. But garment sector with variety of products like bags, school bags, then many other shoes, many other applications are there in textiles. Therein the business can be started with very small amount of money. And in that Karnataka government has got so many subsidies declared. So the subsidies are not only for the capital, for construction, for the even electricity and also provident fund, etc. contribution. There are central government subsidies also. And there are also schemes of cluster, that is, so many people can come together and set up a common facility. So this potential should be looked at by the generations which are coming newly, who are thinking to do business, set up a factory, organization, and that can grow. Even a small unit in Ichalganji has grown into a small 20,000 rupee investment, single machine has grown into 1 crore business now. Means this is an example just. So we can develop any style, product, fashions. I can develop new set of new style which has got a market. Immediately you will get lot of value addition. Only we should be in a position to look at that very finely. And the Bangalore is a very good example. But now Bangalore is very much saturated in garments, so it must spread all over Karnataka. And also supporting industries like spinning, weaving, processing, knitting, knit processing should also spread over Karnataka, for which government is taking huge initiatives, which is an advantage for coming generation. So, considering this potential, some further details about the textile my colleague Dr. Murji will tell you. Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, dignitaries for today's presentation and students. For the students, this is what very important presentation, that is trained to the entrepreneurship. So there is a difference between entrepreneurship and startup. One who does the regular business is entrepreneur, and one who does the innovative business is the startup. So students are going for the startup. So very important presentation for the students. So this is the textile value chain. So what is textile? Textile is a fiber. Our hair is also fiber. Fiber converted into the thread is called as yarn. Yarn converted into the fabric. So what we wear is a fabric. So textile is fiber, yarn and fabric. So we can do the business in these three sectors: fiber, yarn, fabric and garments. So this is what a value chain, short value chain I have shown you. Cotton plant is there, we pick the fibers, we do the ginning, we produce the thread. After thread we weave the fabric. After that we are doing the processing business is there. We can process this fabric for special finishes, antimicrobial finishes, we can dye the fabric. Then we can sell as the garments. So there is a huge potential. Without money also we can do the business in the textiles. This is what the gamut of the textile. Next slide. So these are the ginning. We can do the business in the ginning. Next. Spinning, we can do the business in spinning. Next. Dyeing, we can yarn dyeing. Thread dyeing we can do. So there are three types of fabrics. Cotton weaving fabric which we wear, inside fabric is called as knitted fabric, on the ground which we are having, that is called as non-woven fabric. Three types of fabric the business we can do. Next. This is what a weaving, we are weaving the fabric. Next. Weaving means what? To produce the fabric. Vertical thread is called as warp, horizontal thread is called as weft. We are joining these two threads and we are producing the fabric. Next slide. So we can go in the garment, socks manufacturing, we can go. Next. Then embroidery business we can go. Printing business, we are given the case studies also, how much we can do the investment, that business model also is given in our slide. Next, fabric printing, so digital printing, wherever you see all the fabrics are digital printed, even the shirts are coming with digital prints. Okay, complete now the thing is of digital, so we can go the digital business. Next, non-woven technology means with the fiber only we can produce the fabric. Your mask is there, whatever the floor covering is there, air filters are there, these are non-woven fabrics. Next, coating and lamination, to coating the fabric with special finishes. So this is the technical textile sector where the technically we can work, and that under the road we are using the fabric that is called geotextile, air filter, then insulation, whatever the insulation is there, topward insulation is there, that is what textile. So wherever you see the textile is there, so we can do the business in this. Next, this is our institute's information. We are from DKD Institute. Next, previous slide. Okay, previous slide. So this is what every institute or university is having, what innovation enabler system. You are not taking benefit of these systems. So every institute is having entrepreneurship development cell, industry institute, partnership cell is there. Mainly we are having what business incubator is there. In every university, business incubator is there, which incubates the student to promote to the entrepreneurship. You are not taking benefit of that. All the facilities to convert your idea into product is available, but you should go to your business incubator, register your name, you present your idea, you can use the facility. No need to invest any single pie from your pocket. So we are having incubator centers of 25 crore investment is done, machines. That is not for us, not for normal entrepreneur. Student can come there, he can avail all the facilities and he can convert his idea into the product and sell in the market. No investment is required here. So we are keeping you 3 years in this incubation period and you can live there and you can develop your products. So we are having nearly about 250 crores incubation center in our Isal Karanji. So any student, I give the challenge to any student, he can come to with his idea in the textile and convert into product and he can earn the money. 3 years maturity time we are given. He can stay in our campus for 3 years. We will not take single pie from him. So this is our scheme. So another things here, MSME is also supporting for the students to convert their idea into what? Product. Okay, idea into product. So 15 lakh funding is given that, but see the thing, no one is coming to get this funding, 15 lakh funding to develop first prototype of their idea. No one is coming, single student is not coming. So you have to take this benefit of this MSME also. Next slide. Next, so we are the best incubator in the Maharashtra in the textiles. Next, so this is what the terminology is there. See the carefully, students see this. What is this? So a born baby means student is coming to in our incubator. He brings the idea. That is what startup. We nurture him with the support and we supply all the funding and necessary and he starts walking. This is what the maturity is there. So 3 years maturity period is there. So I request the students, all the students present here, they can take the benefit and apply their knowledge. Can be there, be an entrepreneur. Okay, they can judge their ability. Next. So here, last class. So takeaway points here. What is the takeaway points? Women entrepreneur 8% only in India. Women are 8% only women entrepreneurs. So I request women also to join this entrepreneurship mission, and they can be, because women are having maximum subsidies, they can take the benefit of their. If woman is innovative, they can get maximum benefits. Global innovation index of India is 52 ranking. China and US is 1. So see the innovation index level where we are. 52th ranking, no innovation in our India. Where is the innovation? So see here, 200 startups in India against 400 startups in China. 4,000 startups. So India only registered 200 patents. We don't know it is workable or not. But China is having 4,000. So see here, we have why our innovation index is backside and why government is behind the students to promote their innovative ideas, because we are not running a startup, we are running the business. We want startups, innovative ideas. So where the ideas can be coming from? Students. Okay, so students have to work for this. No money required to start the business or startup. invention or idea is required. See, every businessman will not have an idea, but student can have the idea. So only the student requirement is what? Idea. Innovation idea, not normal idea. So he has to work for this 4 years in his curriculum. Then easy to become student entrepreneur. Why easy to become student entrepreneur? Because he has no risk. Because no child, no investment strategy is there. He can take the risk. But businessman cannot take the risk because he has the office staff, he has to pay the salary. But student is not like that. So he can take the risk. More support to the students from Ministry of Human Resource. Funding, lot of funding is available. From Department of Science and Technology, 300 crores is available. But not a single student is coming with the idea to convert his idea into technology, commercial product and to start the industry. So this is our thing. So various innovation contests are there. Smart India Hackathon is there by Ministry of MHRD is there. So students should contribute to their ideas, and MHRD will give the funding for you for your idea to convert into the product. But you have to join that innovation contest. Every institute is participating in the Smart India Hackathon by AICTE, MHRD. So you have to be in this innovation contest. Next. Global Innovation Exchange programs are there. You can apply for Global Innovation Exchange program to support ecosystem of India. So students, very important criteria to support ecosystems of India. So we are the young minds. We have to do this to support the economy of India. Supporting ecosystems in institute is important. Self-motivation required, then wake-up call. Self-motivation is required, not a wake-up call. One who you should not wait for any wake-up call from your father or something. You should wake up from your inner mind. That is, self-motivation is required. Participating in idea pitching events. Thousands of competitions are there, pitching events, idea pitching events. You have to join that pitching events. Normal student can be a game changer. Last bencher can be a game changer, but think out of box. So 65,000 institutes are in India. There is a huge potential here. How much institutes in India are there? 65,000. But how much patents we are filing? 200. So see where we are. So we have to think the student what Karnataka is doing, government of Karnataka is doing to promote these startups, to bring new products. Next. So post-pandemic job retention is very problem. So we can go for the startups and entrepreneurship. Why? Because post-pandemic the problem is there of the job retention. So we can be a self-entrepreneur. The startup companies are important. Then the normal entrepreneurship. Next. So he was our Professor C.A. Patil sir, 40 years of experience in the industry. 5,000 turnkey projects are there. See here, 5,000. 5,000 means what? Selecting from land to product. 5,000 projects he has done, turnkey. Next. Thank you all of you.